Well, hi again, everyone. This is Tim from Cleveland Baseball Fan 879, and this is game number 158 of the 2007 Cleveland Indians Stratomatic Mostly Advanced Replay. This is game 2 of a doubleheader played on September 26, 2007. The Indians go back to being the visiting team at Safeco Field, now T-Mobile Park. Both the Mariners and the Indians both have a 75 and 82 record on the season. The Indians and the Twins are tied for first, with the Tigers being a half game behind. So, if you didn't watch first game of the doubleheader, please go back and watch. In other news, the Boston Red Sox have a magic number of 1, and that will pretty much be the races now. Will be the American League Central and the National League Wild Card, as everything else is pretty much under control. All right, and pitching matchup for this game: Jarrod Washburn for the Mariners, and on the roster, but only getting a start because it's second game of doubleheader, is Jeremy Sowers. Sowers did pitch with the Indians earlier in the season. Record of 2 wins, 5 losses, and in 60 and 2/3 innings pitched, has allowed 42 earned runs, walked 16, struck out 20, and has a 6.23 ERA. Batting order for the Indians, leading off and playing center field, not Grady Sizemore, it's Franklin Gutierrez. And we get his correct range. Batting second and playing first base is Chris Gomez. Batting third and playing shortstop, Johnny Peralta. Cleaning up and playing designated hitter, Ryan Garco. Batting fifth and playing left field, Jason Michaels. Batting sixth and playing right field, Trot Nixon. Batting seventh and catching, Kelly Shopik. Batting eighth and playing second base, Josh Barfield. And batting ninth and playing third base is Andy Marte. For the Mariners, defensively, in left field, it's Adam Jones. In center field, it's Ichiro Suzuki. In right field, it's Jose Guillen. At third base, it's Michael Morse. At shortstop, it's Willie Bloomquist. At second base, we have Nick Green. And at first base, we have Jose Vidro. And we have Jamie Burke behind the plate catching Jarrod Washburn. All right, and we'll go ahead and get started. Here's Franklin Gutierrez. 268 average, 20 homers, 50 RBIs. For 6. And against a righty, that's a leadoff single for Gutierrez. And they will hold him on with Burke having a +1 arm. So he'd be 1-11 if he wants to steal. And here's Chris Gomez. Gomez on the season as a member of the Indians, 273 average, no homers, 4 RBIs. And a 5/8, a line drive right to the shortstop. And Bloomquist retires Gomez. And here's Johnny Peralta, 242 average, 22 homers, 71 RBIs. Three fives. Oh, that's a walk. And I'm going to do something that I don't believe I've ever done in any game. I am going to pull a double steal. So what that means is that you throw for the lead runner. Gutierrez he's a B stealer, so he'd be a 1-9. You take off 3 for being held on, makes him a 1-6. And because Burke has a +1, he'd be 1-7. But even if Gutierrez gets thrown out, you still get a runner on second with scoring position. So 1-7, Gutierrez will steal third. Oh, and he almost made it. That's an 8. He's caught, but Peralta will steal second. So caught stealing 2-5. And Peralta actually stole 4 bases on the season. 2 down, but in scoring position is Johnny Peralta. And here's the pitch to, yes, Johnny Peralta for Ryan Garco. Garco on the season, batting .271, 20 homers, 61 RBIs. 2-9, and what? No, swing and a miss, strike 3, and that will retire the side. And we go to the bottom of the first. Indians nothing, Mariners coming to bat. In the batting order for the Mariners, Ichiro, Bloomquist, and Guillen. Adrian Beltre playing designated hitter. Morse and Vidro, then Jones, Burke, and Green. And I will have to show a couple of these cards because I don't think I showed off Nick Green's card in one of the previous videos. I did show off Morse's card, so I won't show that one off. Here's Ichiro. 112 against the lefty, ground ball to second. And that retires Ichiro, 1 away. Here's a Willie Bloomquist. And a shortstop X13 should be in range for Peralta. It is. So that will retire Bloomquist. 2 down. Here's Jose Guillen. 2-3. There's a base hit to left field. So first hit of the game for the Mariners. And we will not hold on Guillen. And here's Adrian Beltre. .55. Oh, against the lefty, that'd have been good. But against the righty, that'll get through. Going to third is Guillen. And runners on the corners with 2 down. Brings up Michael Morse. Future San Francisco Giant, among other teams. And here's the pitch to Morse. Center field X. Oh, that's not Grady Sizemore. That's not going to be good. A 3 and a 3. That will drop in for a single. Scoring from third is Guillen. Going to third is Beltre. 1-0 Mariners. Here's Jose Vidro. .37 ground ball to short, and they'll just go the short way to get Morse, and that will retire the side. Let the Mariners get the early lead and lead 1-0 going into the second. All right, and Michaels, Nixon, and Shopik do up for the Indians here in the second. And Michaels on the season, .232 average, 7 homers, 33 RBIs. Swing, 4-7 against a righty as a base hit, so we got a single for Jason Michaels. Not holding him on. Here's Trot Nixon. .290 average, 3 homers, 19 RBIs. And ground ball to first. Vidro to Bloomquist, back to Vidro, double play. And base 2 outs, base is empty for Kelly Shopik. 175 average, 8 homers, 20 RBIs. Swing and a miss, strike 3. So the Indians are retired here in the top of the second. We go to the bottom half. Mariners lead 1-0. And Sowers will face Jones, Burke, and Green here in the bottom of the second. And here's the pitch to M. Jones. And that's a foul ball. We'll do it again. Six against the righties. A pop up to short. And Johnny Peralta will be retired. Here's Jamie Burke, the catcher. Don't know too much about him. Two, 4, ground ball back to the box. Sowers throws out Burke. 2 down, and here is Nick Green. And we'll take a timeout so I can show you his card. So we get that. There we go. As you can see, no hits on his card, so we'll have to get everything off the pitcher card. We'll be right back right after this. Okay, so here's the pitch to Nick Green. And he gets one off of Sowers' card, which means that's a tough ground ball. 7-11 for Peralta to make the play. There we go. So good play by Peralta. 1-2-3 inning for the Mariners here in the second. We'll go to the third. Indians trail 1-0. And Washburn will face Barfield, Marte, and Gutierrez. All right, so Josh Barfield on the season, 257 average, 2 homers, 28 RBIs. And that gets over the head of Ichiro, and into second with a leadoff double is Josh Barfield. Double on a 1, and he got it. So here comes Andy Marte. Marte batting 171, no homers, 1 RBI. Five, 7, second base X. That is Green, and he should be happy. That's in his range, and it's still a ground ball C. So, because E71, he would have a very hard time making that play. So, Marte grounds the second. Moving to third is Barfield. And here's Franklin Gutierrez. They won't bring the infield in. Not with a 1 out and into the third inning. This game doesn't mean anything to the Mariners anyways. All right, here's Gutierrez. And ground ball to short. This should get the run home. Ground ball to short, third. Yep. Ground ball to short. That will retire Gutierrez. In the score is Barfield. And we have a tie game. So base is empty, 2 down. Game tied at 1. That is RBI number 51 for Franklin Gutierrez. Here's Chris Gomez. 5-4 center field. Ichiro make that catch. And that will retire the side. The Indians draw even here in the top of the third. We go to the bottom half of the third, tied at 1. And Ichiro made the play to end the top of the third, will lead off the bottom of the third, followed by Bloomquist and Guillen. Excuse me. Okay. And here's Ichiro. 2, 3, and that's the right column you want to keep Ichiro in. Ground ball to third, and Marte will throw out Ichiro. 1 away. Here's Willie Bloomquist. And 3 and a 6 in center field. Oh, just drops in. So, one out single. Let's see here. C. Steeler starts at 11. Yeah, we'll hold him on. If we don't, he's 50-50. He runs at a 16. Yeah, we'll hold him on. Then we're going to hold on Bloomquist. All right, they will not take off. Here's Guillen, singled his first time up. And second base X, Barfield, a 3 and a 6. Oh, that's a fantastic play by Barfield, ranging towards second. Flips to the shortstop Peralta, on to Gomez. Inning double play. Some reason a 5 and a 6 is an A, but a 7 is a C. Okay. Must have been right in the sweet spot, right in the range. So, won't argue with strats ratings, but that's the end of the bottom of the third. We go to the fourth. Indians 1, Mariners 1. And Washburn will face Peralta, Garco, and Michaels here in the top of the fourth. And here's Johnny. Line drive caught by the shortstop. 1 away. And here's Garco. 0 for 1, struck out his first time up. 1-8. That ball is hit high, deep, and gone. Home run number 21, RBI number 62 for Garco. 1-8, 1-8 for a lefty. 1-13. That 3 easily passes. So Indians have a 2-1 lead here with 1 out here in the top of the fourth. Here's Jason Michaels. Singled his first time up. And, that would have been a diamond chance in super advance. But that's just a regular old flyout here in advanced. 2 down. Here's Trot Nixon. And a fly ball to center. Ichiro will track that down, and that will retire the side. But the Indians take a 2-1 lead going to the bottom of the fourth. And Sowers will face Beltre, Morse, and Vidro. Okay. And here's Beltre. Singled his last time up. 6-6. Popped him up to the shortstop. 1 away. Here's Michael Morse. And Morse singled his last time up. In fact, he drove in the only Mariners run. 6-5, shortstop 20 will be able to take care of that for Peralta. 2 down. And here's Jose Vidro. 210. There's a base hit to center field. So first hit for Vidro today. They will not hold him on. Here's Adam Jones. Yes, he did start his career with the Mariners before going to a very good career with the Baltimore Orioles. 2-8 swing and a miss, strike 3. First strikeout for Jeremy Sowers today. And we go to the top of the 5th. Indians lead 2-1. And Shopik, Barfield, and Marte do up here in the top of the 5th. This is the point of weakness inning for, bottom half at least will be for Jeremy Sowers. He'd like to be able to pitch a little bit further than just 5 innings. Now here's Shopik, struck out his first time up. That's the center field. Ichiro will get that. 1 away. And here is Josh Barfield. Doubled and scored his first time up. .512, ground ball to third. And Morse will retire Barfield. 2 down. And here's Andy Marte. 1-7, line drive to the third baseman. And that will retire the side. Go to the bottom of the 5th. Indians lead 2-1. And Sowers will face Burke, Green, and Ichiro here in the 5th inning. Bottom of the 5th. And here's Jamie Burke. 3-8. That's an 18, so that's lined to the third baseman, Marte, 1 down. And here is Nick Green. Of course, if he gets anything on his card, that's an automatic out. Which he does there. Let's see what type of out. Swing and a miss, strike 3. So Green is 0 for 2. And here's Ichiro. 0 for 2 himself. Rarity. For 6 against the lefty, not tired, so popped him up to the first baseman. And Gomez will make the play, and that will retire the side. I'll take a short break here, going for the top of the 6th. I'm going to be right back with the top of the 6th. All right, and leading in to the top of the 6th we go. Top of the order due up for the Indians, Gutierrez, Gomez, and Peralta. And here's the pitch to Gutierrez. Singled and was caught stealing in the first inning. 6-8, swing and a miss, strike 3. Not tired. This is point of weakness for Washburn. Here's the pitch to Gomez. And a 1-7 against the lefty, fly ball to center. Ichiro will track that down. 2 down. Here's Johnny Peralta. .510, shortstop X. Well, we roll the X chance die, see if that's in range or not. That was leaning. 9 will be out of range for the shortstop. Bloomquist is an E12, so not terrible. Needs a 5 to 10. And he gets the 5, so gets up, one hops at the first. Nice play by Vidro to scoop. And that will retire the side. We'll go to the, bottom of the 6th. Indians 2, Mariners 1. And Sowers. We'll get Jensen Lewis loosening in the pen. He'll face, not Ichiro. He'll face Bloomquist, Guillen, and Beltre. .610 against a righty. Fly ball to left field. And Jason Michaels will put that away. 1 down. Here's Jose Guillen. .17 against the lefty. Base hit to center field. Guillen is 2 for 3. And they'll let Sowers pitch to Beltre. I think Lewis will be loosening, and if needed, will be ready to go. 5-8. Fly ball to center, and Gutierrez makes the catch. Just missed it. And here's Michael Morse. We want to switch, make him face a right-hander. Now, here's the pitch to Morse. 3-9. That's a base hit. And going to third is Guillen. And I think that will be all for Jeremy Sowers. Jensen Lewis will come into the game. There are 2 outs, my bad. Okay. And Jensen Lewis, his stats for the year. Two wins, no losses, 28 2/3 innings pitched, 10 earned runs allowed, 6 walks, 22 strikeouts, and a 3.14 ERA. And he will try to get Jose Vidro here to keep this a Indians lead. One for ground ball to first. Gomez steps on the bag himself, and that will retire the side. So Sowers will at least get a chance to win this game. He cannot lose it. And we go to the 7th. The Indians lead 2-1. I'm seeing how far Washburn actually went this game. He actually went 6 innings. He's only... And they have decided that... Let me see how many batters he faced. He faced 22 batters. Close enough. So Sean White has been called on to pitch, and I will fill out his card and show you his card, and we'll be right back right after this. And there is Sean White's card, and we'll be right back right to the game right after this. All right, so Sean White will face Garco, Michaels, and Nixon. Garco homered his last time up, which gave the Indians a 2-1 lead, which is what the score is now. So here's Sean White. And found the hole in the 1 column. Ground ball back to the mound. And that will retire Garco. Here is Jason Michaels. .56 against a righty. And that's down the first base line. And into second with a double is Jason Michaels. And we'll get a pinch hitter for Trent Nixon. Grady Sizemore will come in and hit for Nixon. And Grady will take over in center field and move Gutierrez to right field. So Trent will be pulled. And here is Grady Sizemore to face Sean White. .310. And boy, that looks like a good decision there. There's a fly ball to deep right field. Back to the warning track is Guillen. And that's a pinch hit 2-run homer for Grady Sizemore. And the Indians now have a 4-1 lead. I have to give you Grady Sizemore's stats before he came to the plate. But Grady was hitting .269 with then 17 homers and 62 RBIs. Now 18 homers and 64 RBIs. And here's Kelly Shopik. And swing and a miss, strike 3, so 2 down. And here's Josh Barfield. They'll keep him in the game for now. 4-11 against a righty for White. That's a chance for the left fielder. Jones, a 2 and a 4, should be able to make that play. And nice diving catch by Jones to retire the side. But the Indians do get the 2 runs on the Sizemore pinch hit homer. And we go to the bottom of the 7th. They'll keep Jensen Lewis in. Jones, Burke, and we're going to get a pinch hitter for Green. Raul Ibanez will hit for Green. So, and then Jose Lopez will come into the game and play second base. So here's Adam Jones. And that is over the head of Grady Sizemore. And into second with the leadoff double is Adam Jones. Here's Jamie Burke. .311. Base hit the left field. Jones not being held on. Runs at a, should have been held on. Runs at a 17. No reduction for Michaels. 1-17. He will score. As soon as I put the peg back on the outs. 1-17. To 12, he will score. And just like that, the Mariners now trail 4-2. And green will be called back for Raul Ibanez. And will the Indians waste any time? No, they won't. Rafael Perez, make sure that he is of okay usage here. If he is, then he will be coming into the game. He did pitch an inning in the third the previous game, but they will call upon him here to get Ibanez. So Lewis pitches the 2 batters. Yeah, not 2023 with the 3 batters rule yet, so he'll face Ibanez, and then Suzuki is also a left-handed hitter, so kind of takes that one out. So Raul Ibanez pinch hits, and then Jose Lopez will come into the game. We'll play second, but first things first. Runner on first, nobody out. Indians lead 4-2 here in the bottom of the 7th. Here's Ibanez. 6-10 center field, and a 1 is that a fly ball A? No. Great play by Sizemore. Dives and makes the catch. And that would have been a double 3 stars if that was still Franklin Gutierrez playing in center field. So 1 away. Here's Ichiro. Five, 3, pitcher X. Oh, 4-3, that's going to get through. Oops. 4-3, yes it will. So, unable to field his position is Perez, and runners on the corners again. And they're holding all runners. Do they want to put Ichiro? Steele? Holding him on makes him a 15. Shopik reduces him to a 14. Get the tying run into scoring position. Yeah, they're going to just have Ichiro steal. One to 15 for Ichiro. And he is out. So 117, 15, 14. Yeah. So Ichiro caught stealing, and Burke does not go anywhere. Burke does not go anywhere. So timeout for just a second. Make a defensive change here. I forgot to unpause. So 3-6 for Bloomquist against the lefty. Swing and a miss, strike 3. And the Mariners run themselves out of an inning. And we go to the top of the 8th. We will keep Sean White in. Andy Marte is scheduled to lead off, but he will not. I'm sorry, Butterfield, no. Marte, so we will have we'll just have Casey Blake pinch hit for Marte. And Casey Blake's stats on the season. .259 average, 20 homers, 73 RBIs. Can the Indians get the same magic that they got with Grady Sizemore pinch hitting? So Marte goes 0 for 2, but he will be replaced for a much better fielder. And here is Shaun White to face Casey Blake. 4-5 against a righty. Ground ball to third. And Morse will retire Blake. 1 away. And here's Franklin Gutierrez. 1 for 3 with a single. And the Indians will get Aaron Foltz loosening in the pen. Here's Gutierrez. 6-8 against a righty. Ground ball to short. And that will retire Gutierrez. Here's Chris Gomez. 2-2 against a righty. Ground ball to second. And easily retired is Gomez. And that will retire the side. So we go to the bottom of the 8th. Indians lead 4-1. And Guillen, Beltre, and Morse. And, extend Perez another inning? Nah, not against the righties. Well, if Aaron Foltz come out. And Foltz on the season. 38 1/3 innings pitched, 1 win, 1 loss, 14 earned runs allowed, 12 walks, 32 strikeouts, and a 3.29 ERA. And so Foltz will face Guillen, Beltre, and Morse. Five 3 against the righty. Fly ball to center. Grady Sizemore puts that one away. And that will retire Guillen. 1 down. Here's Adrian Beltre. 2-3 against the lefty. Ground ball to short. And Peralta throws out Beltre. 2 down. And here's Michael Morse. Two, and he hit him. So here's Jose Vidros, switch hitter, hitting right-handed. Here's the pitch to Vidro. 5-10, hitting right-handed. Fly ball to right. And Gutierrez makes the catch to retire the side. We go to the top of the 9th. Joe Borowski loosening in the pen for a possible save situation. Shaun White will be in his 3rd inning of work, although if he could go 4. And White, besides the 2-run homer, has done a fine job. as Peralta, Garco, and Michaels are due up. And there's the pitch to Peralta. 2-8, ground ball to short. And Bloomquist will retire Peralta, one away. Here's Ryan Garco, homered in 3 attempts. 3-4, ground ball to first, taking it to the bag himself is Vidro. Here's Jason Michaels. He's 2 for 3 on the day with a single and a double. For 7. That's not a 1-2, so that's a fly ball tracked by Ichiro. And that will retire the side. We go to the 9th with a 3-run lead. This is a save situation, so we will go to Joe Borowski. We'll have Adam Jones, and then we'll get a pinch hitter for Burke and Lopez. So Jones, and then we'll tell you who's grabbing a bat. Jeff Clement is going to grab a bat and hit for Burke. All right, so here's, look at your Borowski stats on the year. Borowski, 7 wins, 3 losses, 50 innings pitched, 36 earned runs allowed, 5 walks, 39 strikeouts, 22 saves, and 34 opportunities, and a 6.48 ERA. Just a reminder, there will be hyper-fast scoring after the game. I did not do the previous game, so I wanted to get both games of the doubleheader in. So here's Adam Jones to lead off. 3-6 against a righty. Swing and a miss, strike 3. And now batting Jeff Clement. Batting for Burke. And let me show you his card real quick. And there is his card. There's a lot of home run chances, so look out. Okay, and here's Clement to face Borowski. 1 down here in the bottom of the 9th. And that's a foul ball. And we'll do it again. 5-3 to the right fielder, Gutierrez. If that's in range, he'll make that play. And it is. So nice sliding catch by Gutierrez. And Jose Lopez, last hope for the Mariners. Six, 8, and that's down past the first baseman, down the right field line. And into second with a double is Lopez. So not done yet. Here's Ichiro. Ichiro 1 for 4 of the big caught stealing in the 7th inning. 2-9. That's the column you want him in. Fly ball to left field. Michaels is under it, and that's your ball game. Final score from Safeco Field, the Indians 4, the Mariners 1. And we'll be right back with the line score. All right, move this a little closer down here so everybody can see it. Final line score, Indians 4 runs, 5 hits. They took advantage of 2 home runs, including one of the pinch hit variety. And no errors. The Mariners, 1 run on 11 hits. They got a couple hits, with 2, but the caught stealing was a biggie that pretty much cost them any chance. Your winning pitcher, he did go the required 5. He actually went 5 2/3. So Jeremy Sowers will get the win. Joe Borowski will get the save. And Jarrod Washburn will get the loss. Might actually did okay in relief. So, all right, now let's move on to hyper fast scoring. We'll get the American League Central out of the way. So the Indians are now 76 and 82 after completing a we won't say what happened in the doubleheader, but I guess you kind of figure out what happened if you didn't watch the previous video. Hopefully you have by the time this one comes out. So the Indians are 76 and 82. The Twins and Tigers are actually playing each other. So either the Tigers will be half a game back, or they will be a game and a half back. So we'll see. Twins need a 5-5-2 or better to get a victory here. And we'll go in red, blue, and green order. 5-4-4, almost got there, but the Tigers will get the victory. That puts them let's see, 76 and 83. They are now a half game behind the Indians. And the Twins are now 75 and 83. They are now 1 game behind the Indians and a half game behind the Tigers. So, and we'll just go ahead and skip to the American League East, where with a magic number of 1, actually check this time, the Boston Red Sox can clinch the division either with a win against the A's or a loss by the Yankees against the Devil Rays. We'll go with the Red Sox first. They need a 5-2-2 or less to clinch the division. Oh yeah, with that first number being a 1, you knew it was going to happen. And much celebration on the field as the Boston Red Sox have punched their ticket to the American League playoffs. And so the Yankees are still fighting for the wild card. They're 2 games up on the Blue Jays. So the Yankees will need a 2-3-4 or higher to keep the 2-game advantage on the Blue Jays. 3-2-5, that will do that. And the Blue Jays are facing the Baltimore Orioles. They need a 3-3-6 or higher to keep that deficit at 2 games. 1-6-2, so they will keep the deficit to 2 games with 4 to play. So it's pretty much, its magic number is 3 for the Yankees to clinch the wild card. Now we go to the National League where, oh boy, the wild card race is wild and woolly. The Braves and the Rockies are tied at 83 and 74, and the Reds are 2 games back at 81 and 76. So we'll continue to play the Reds for a while here. We'll start with the Braves. They need a 5-6-1 or higher to keep at least on their end, share of the lead, or keep a share of the tie, I should say. Oh, 1-5-6. So the Phillies will get the win. The Rockies have an uphill battle themselves. They face the Dodgers in LA, 6-3-5 or higher. Wow, that one on that lead die is coming up a lot. 1-3-5, so no harm so far. And the Reds must not play. Timeout. Oh, yes, they do. The Reds face the Astros. They need a 2-1-3 or less in order to get back to within a game of the wild card. And these dice are, I swear, they're not loaded. 1-6-4, so Cincinnati hops back within a game of the wild card. And that will be it for hyper-fast scoring for the night. All right, everybody, thank you for watching. Like, comment, and subscribe. If you've not already subscribed, hit the subscribe button and hit the bell icon. You'll be notified of any new videos. And whatever games you are playing, please enjoy them to your fullest. Have a good night, everybody.